This is Phil with AndroidCentral.com, and this is the Clarion AX1 car stereo with SwiftKey. So this is hardly the first time we've seen a car stereo running Android, and this kind of looks like most others we've seen. You've got your usual Android buttons there, you've got a knob to adjust volume, and we've got a pretty stock implementation of Android. Now, that's the good news. The bad news is it's Android 2.3.7, and yeah, this is going to bring back some memories here. But the big thing about this one is that, in fact, it has SwiftKey on it. Let's see, we've got it in the Hebrew language right now, but you can easily change it over to any other language you want that SwiftKey can handle. And then, in fact, Android can handle, because this implementation of Android on the Clarion unit is using the normal Android languages. So that's pretty cool to see. And that's a big deal for this as of right now, because it's not being released in North America just yet. We'll have to wait and hear about that later. There's the menu again, taking you back to Android 2.3.7. See, it looks like it's a 16 gigabyte unit here, but it also has external SD card down at the bottom left. And so you can use more memory there. It's also got two USB ports. One is dedicated for iOS for iPods and iPhones, and that makes sense. And the other one will just do straight storage, so that's kind of cool. So the way Clarion's doing things here, just like other car stereos we've seen running Android, is they're going to have their own app store. The Wi-Fi's a little spotty in here, so not quite showing up for us. But that's where you will get more apps. That's where they'll update apps from. You will be able to make phone calls. This will use Bluetooth. The head unit itself does not have telephony, of course, but it will use your phone. You can listen to the radio, because car stereos are pretty good at listening to the radio. Let's see. Now this is kind of a cool feature. So instant on. Most Android devices take 20-30 seconds to boot up sometimes, depending on what they are, and this has been stripped down a lot. You can actually set this to have instant on access, and you can set it for that for a day, 3 days, or for a week. It does kind of vampire a little bit of battery life, so it will be pulling from your car, so you don't want it on all the time. That's interesting. Other nerd features of note, this will output at 4x24, so you'll get a decent little amount of sound on it. So there you go, a very quick look at the new Clarion AX1 with SwiftKey.